good? Late night grocery shopping. Getting back into the rhythm, back in town. Refrigerator's empty. I'm gonna show you what you need in your cart for the essentials of health, wellness, and building lean body mass. Alright, so here we are in Kroger's and picking up my usual groceries. I usually don't bring a grocery list. I kind of know what I need and I usually don't deviate from the plan. When you're eating the same healthy foods all the time, it's easy to keep. Starting it off with spinach. I use this here for my eggs in the morning, or for making salads, or for cooking on the side with meat. It's a great source of fiber, vitamin K, folic acid, and non-heme iron. Next up we have ginger. I absolutely love adding ginger to my foods. It's a very powerful antioxidant. Studies also show that when you're using a higher serving per day, it can increase testosterone, which can help with building lean body mass as well. So always having this. Next up we have sliced mushrooms. Here we have the baby bella mushrooms. This one here is great for adding additional fiber to your diet. It has some great anti-cancer properties. And if you're not eating a lot of meat, it could be a good substitute as well. And also with the mushrooms, one thing I love doing is adding them to my eggs in the morning. I'm starting to love that one, so it's great for that. And also if you're making steak and mushrooms, of course, that's also a great addition. It's so low in calories and great volume to keep you full. Next up, we have just a small bottle of lime juice. I use this one here when I'm making water, and I add in about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, shown to help with reducing fat. Next up, we have tomatoes. This here is a very low calorie food. It's a good source of fiber. Also has that high antioxidant content, lycopene, that help reduce the risk for prostate cancer. And you see that bright red color here. This is one area of the grocery store you definitely see me skipping. Baked goods. Definitely want to skip these here, or have very little in moderation. No bakery for me. See ya. Here's another area that I usually skip, and that's alcohol. This one in moderation again. That could be the component that could really keep your weight down. Some people like a glass of wine every night, but personally, I save it for the weekends. Not only that, we know that alcohol could be expensive, and if you can do without it, that's great. And we're moving on to the next part of the shopping, which is my favorite, protein. Okay, so trying to decide on what proteins I want to select. I do enjoy chicken, turkey, some red meats. Try to choose a variety in addition to including some seafood as well. First up we have ground turkey. You can either go with the 85% lean, 15% fat if you're choosing more of a ketogenic-like diet. Personally, I think I'm going to go with this here natural ground chicken. It's about 93% lean and about 7% fat. Particularly if you have any risk for cardiovascular disease, you want to keep your saturated fat and cholesterol intake down. So a higher fat diet may not be for you, but if you're doing a ketogenic diet as a bodybuilder or someone that's experimenting with it for weight loss, maybe high fat is better. Notice about this here ground turkey is that it has 160 calories per serving, 8 grams of total fat, low in sodium at 75 milligrams. Additionally, when we're looking at the protein, there's about 21 grams in a 4-ounce serving, which is pretty good. Next up, we have our chicken breast cutlets, thinly sliced. For me, I like that simple, delicious, nutritious meal making. I don't like to cut up the chicken. I like it to be ready-made, and this could be a good option to help keep the time frame down. What we also notice about this here is that it's 120 calories per serving, much less calories compared to the turkey, and a higher protein content. So you're getting more protein per serving in relation to the ground turkey. So chicken is definitely a good addition for supporting that lean body mass and giving you a higher protein intake. The big thing for me is preserving the meats, appropriately and cooking them in the right time frame so that they don't go bad. So those are. Another big key to notice is that I didn't select a chicken that has skin on it. That's one of the most crucial factors. Frying the skin, eating the skin, that can be bad for you. Worse than red meat, actually. I'm telling you now, avoiding that chicken with the skin, I know it tastes good, but if you're looking for long-term health, weight loss, you can definitely see more results by selecting the one that doesn't have skin, and I'll show you right here. A natural chicken drumstick, and you'll see the nutrition facts compared to the other. We have 180 calories every 4 ounces and only 22 grams of protein. The fat is also much higher at 10 grams per serving, so try to avoid this one if possible. Okay, so next up what we have is bacon. And I actually love bacon. I used to not eat it a lot. Back in the day I did like turkey bacon, but I do pork bacon now. It tastes good, especially in the morning, a higher fat breakfast. And I really have nothing against those who may avoid pork. That's totally up to you from a religious standpoint or just from a nutritional standpoint. Personally, it's all about the balance in my perspective. I can personally look at my labs, and from looking at those labs, I can see that my cholesterol levels, my triglycerides, other markers for cardiovascular disease are very low, so I can fit this into my diet. Also, when you're eating a higher protein, lower carb breakfast, you can add fat into your diet. And studies also show that when you follow a higher fat breakfast in the morning compared to a higher carbohydrate breakfast, you burn more fat throughout the day. Higher fat breakfast, you burn more fat throughout the day. But if you eat more carbs, cereal, pancakes, breads, donuts, etc., those high carb foods and also beverages like orange juice. I don't drink orange juice much at all. That is going to increase your risk for storing more fat throughout the day. Keep those carbs down, I'm telling you now. That's going to be a key to help you lose weight. High protein, high fat breakfast burns more fat throughout the day. So let's see, which one will I go with? We got a lot of choices. I try to go with the one that has a decent price in addition to having a good nutrition fact. So I like this one here, traditional cut. You see that one slice, it provides one slice or 2 slices of bacon here, provide 80 calories, 6 grams of protein. Not bad at all. I usually eat 4 slices in the morning, so we're looking at 160 calories and an extra 12 grams of protein. Bacon, baby, is the key. Next up, we have the dairy section, cream cheese, specialty cheeses, etc. I don't usually eat a lot of this here, but I do select certain items. And I do skip the cream cheeses, definitely not. Block cheese, I skip that as well. However, I do love shredded cheese to add to my eggs. It gives you extra protein, also gives you some calcium, in addition to helps to keep you more full, to help reduce cravings for more low fiber, high sugar food. Mild cheddar cheese, finely shredded, is usually my choice. You see that one serving, which is about 1/4 cup, is 100 calories or 110 calories and 7 grams of protein, and fat content's around 9 grams. I usually only eat cheese or dairy maybe 1 or 2 times per day, no more than that. I actually don't even drink milk anymore, but we'll talk about that in a moment as far as what I use for protein shakes and things of that nature. Also, from a yogurt perspective, you want to look at how much protein it has, how much sugar. For example, this here, Greek yogurt, of course, is real popular. Depending if you choose like a whole milk base, etc. Make sure you look at those nutrition facts, really dig to find out what's in it. See that this one here has about 150 calories, 12 grams protein, 16 gram of carb. Personally, I wouldn't choose this one. 15 grams of added sugar. I'm straight on that one. I'll put that back and keep it moving and see if we have something else that's a little bit better. How about these here? Yoplait whips. Looks healthy, right? Strawberry yogurt, 140 calories, 25 grams of carb. What? And 5 grams of protein? I'm good on that. No thank you. Let's see what we got next. Aha. Greek yogurt, 80 calories per serving. Now that sounds pretty good. Strawberry flavor. Let's take a look at the nutrition facts. I want to be a smart consumer and read what I'm putting in my body. 80 calories, 12 grams protein, 8 grams carb. Oh, now this is what's up. I'm putting this in my cart. What do we have here? I know this one here is usually endorsed by the NFL player. What's his name? The quarterback? Can't think of it right now. It'll come to me in a moment. Yeah, that's right. Cam Newton. This product is good. I definitely recommend it. Oikios 000, 0 grams of added sugar, 120 calories, some good calories to help build lean mass. It's got 15 gram protein, 14 gram carbohydrate, not too bad. 6 grams of fiber, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm putting that in my cart. Next up, we have cottage cheese, my friends. Not sour cream, but cottage cheese. Some people don't like cottage cheese, like my mom, but it could be a really great addition to your diet. You know, low fat, high fat. You see this here, half cup serving, 90 calories, 12 gram protein, only 4 grams of carbohydrate. This is something that I would add to my cart on a daily basis. It has that great casein, slow acting protein, so good during the evening to help build up muscle during the nighttime. All right, so now we're moving on to the dairy section and grabbing something for the protein shake. What do we have here? I no longer do milk. It just doesn't taste as good to me, and I'm trying to keep the dairies to about 2 servings per day. What's more tasty to me is the almond milk. Now, don't get me wrong, regular milk can have some great nutritional benefits. It's high in protein or adequate depending on your diet needs, 8 grams per serving. Women, it has a lot of calcium in it, and you lose more calcium, especially during the menstrual cycle. But for me, I don't. So you have different types of almond milk, some that are sweetened, some that are not sweetened. I try to go with the low calorie type. You see that the calorie range is between 30 to 80 or more calories per serving, so check out for that one. I'm gonna go with the vanilla almond breeze here. It's only 30 calories. This is perfect for me. And I like almond milk too because it lasts a lot longer than milk. Let me tell you that one. It's a great value, in my opinion. Great add to your diet. I grabbed a few of them. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, got our almond milk. Now we're gonna move on to one of my favorite proteins of all time. I don't know if I could do without this. I probably eat these almost every day. Totally love them. Eggs. Totally love eggs. Sometimes they get a bad rap, but they're one of the best sources of protein that you can possibly put into your diet. You know, the cholesterol people are concerned about, but I think the research studies have shown that you don't have to be too concerned about the cholesterol from the egg. It's more about what you're adding around your diet that can influence your risk for having a higher risk for heart disease, and you know, your cholesterol intake with saturated fats and a lot of carbohydrate foods, bacon, eggs, pancakes, and so forth with syrup. So I usually grab about 30 eggs. I get the Eggland's Best. I like them extra large in addition to the Eggland's Best 18 eggs. From a nutritional fact perspective, we see that it gives about 70 calories per serving and about 7 grams. Additionally, I absolutely love adding in these pasteurized egg whites. They're sick. Sometimes you might not want to do like more than 3 eggs, and you may want to keep your fat intake down or the cholesterol down. So these are great. All whites, 100% liquid egg whites. They last a pretty daggone good time from perishable perspective and time of use. 3 tablespoons of extra 5 grams of protein, no carbs, best thing you can do. All right, so we're moving on to the next section, which is juice. Do I drink juice? No thank you. These are simple sugars you can totally do without. You can just eat a whole orange if you want to get orange juice. I bet you wouldn't get nearly the cup. Yeah, so I was gonna say, I dare you to take 1 orange and squeeze it and see if you get the same amount of orange juice that you poured. You probably need like 6 oranges to get the same amount. So it just goes to show that it's not really the best way to get your vitamin C or oranges. Another thing that you notice is that I haven't even gone into the middle aisles of the shopping center yet. I'm avoiding them because that's where a lot of the unhealthy processed box stuff is at. Frozen stuff. If I'm gonna grab anything frozen, it's gonna be 2 things: fruits and vegetables. Personally, I don't really buy a lot of fresh, fruits and vegetables because sometimes they just go bad. I like the ones in the summertime; they're more fresh, But the frozen ones, they last a long time, and they pick them, at its ripest point, and you can put them in a smoothie. You can warm them up. You can add it to a yogurt. It tastes great to me. So I usually stock up big time on these here. I actually don't even really need any. I'm just getting some to show you and to make sure my stock is plenty. You must see me cook with this, and I absolutely love these things here. They're so good. Let's take a look here at the nutrition facts. 1 whole cup, only 25 calories, 5 grams of carb, and a little fiber there, not much, but a lot of vitamin C. This helps to keep you filled up. This is great stuff. The next frozen item that I'm gonna choose is fruit. Fruit is great, especially berries. They're lower in carbohydrates, higher in fiber, and really studies show that it's the fruits that help to reduce the risk for disease, especially if you're eating more red meats in your diet. So here we have, I usually grab this here triple berry blend. Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, good for brain health, heart health, digestive health, low in calories, and great to add to a smoothie or eat with yogurt.
Guys, nigga, before I say goodnight, and pray that Manny Fresh will get to see the light. Damn, stun, I love you, nigga. Hater came missing. I handed over records, never charged a coin. But since the sentiment, I'm talking all along. All Miami issues, Rose handle for 'em. Same way Big Ducky do for me in California. Never slipping, got relationships with the trillers.
So let's see how much the damage is from the purchase of groceries. Boom.
If you are finished
77
scanning,
bucks.
touch.
It's all worth it. Health as well.
Your total is.
That's a wrap. Grocery shopping has been completed. Simple, delicious, nutritious by JLucas Nutrition. Follow me. There's nothing like good health, good wealth. If we don't have health, we have nothing else. So make the investment. We put investment in our cars, we put investment into our children, we put investment into several different things, but we must include nutrition.
To the chin, nigga. That's why my nigga blessed. That's why my nigga Khaled blessed. You put my nigga in the hole, homie. I don't feel you for that, my nigga. That shit hurt me, underdig. There's been somebody that the neighborhood respected, and my mama could be proud of, was the apple of my eye. That's all I ever wanted. Full of failures, I feel out of place. Still sleeping on the floor when you deserve better. Got you reeking through the cold even in warm weather. I told Meek I wouldn't trust Nikki. Instead of beefing with your dog, you just give him some distance. We all make mistakes, let's not be too specific. Let it go.